Are you going to make Carly answer a trivia question to marry you?
I feel like marrying me is the greatest mystery of all. So if she, I'll make her ask me a question.
I don't think there's any mystery to it, Zach.
You don't think I have an aura of mystery?
Yeah, you do. You definitely have an aura of mystery.
Like, what's going on back there? We don't know.
James could have an aura of mystery if he wanted to.
No. Wait, hold on. I don't want to talk about James. I want to talk about Zach.
Oh.
I want to go back to Zach. Zach, you're like a mystery box.
Yeah.
You're full of fun things. I haven't seen all your capabilities yet. I don't know what.
More holes than.
Oh, okay.
No.
The movie Holes.
Swiss cheese.
Yeah.
Why do you have holes?
We probably got the same number of holes.
I don't think so.
No?
Do you have one in the back?
Yeah, I do. I do, actually.
Oh.
Well, maybe, do you know how some people have that little tiny hole on their ear?
No.
Right next to their face. You don't know about this?
What?
Do you know about this?
You mean like a piercing?
No, it's a tiny hole on ear.
Is this the first question? Have you ever met someone with a tiny hole on their
What's
ear?
it called?
I don't want to see it.
Wait.
Ear.
Whoa.
People.
What?
I didn't see. You just
like
all I could see was from your laptop across
ears.
the room was
Calm
just
down.
a bunch
I'll
of
make it
ears.
bigger.
Bunch of nasty ears.
If you
I don't want to see this.
had a tiny hole on your ear adjoining to your face.
Why? What's
Some people
What's
just
the name
have
of it?
this. It's a pre-auricular sinus.
Oh, what does it do?
I don't like this.
What?
does it go through to the other side? Because is that technically one hole or two?
If they clutch their nostrils and blow out, will air come out of the
This should have been a question for
vehicular
the show.
sinus?
It should have.
All right, guys, it doesn't do anything. It's a harmless congenital birth defect.
It harms me.
Okay?
Yeah. This is like James's number one.
Oh,
ick.
it's a defect.
There's probably someone watching or listening now that feels insecure because of you jerks.
Just put a piercing
I
in
didn't
it.
realize there was something that we could have belittled people for.
Yeah.
And I was, when we were bullying, I didn't know to look for it.
Listen, we accept all kinds of people, body shapes,
Except those
religion, those little holes in the ear. What did you call them? Pre-vehicular.
I don't know if I said it right. I think it's pre-auricular.
I see.
I do think James could be mysterious if he wanted to be, but he's an open book
But
instead.
wait a minute. What gives James an air of mystery?
Why?
His brow's furrowed often. He's a very strong jaw. If he was more quiet,
Not like you losers.
No.
If he was more quiet. I mean, we all have strong jaws in this show.
I've always got crossed eyes and dotted T's. So.
I got crossed eyes.
Oh, yeah.
No,
well, yours are
straight when you try to cross them.
Yeah.
Whoa, hold on.
You just look
crazy.
there.
Wait, Zach, look this way. Whoa.
Zach is crossing his eyes, but it's just making his eyes straight.
Hold on.
Wow.
Sorry for those that can't. I mean, it's a little
We'll put this on the
weird.
Patreon.
You do look like when a baby sort of just wakes. I don't know if you could see this. This is not for a podcast, but you look like when a baby looked to see light for the first time. You look like the lead singer from That Thing You Do in this photo.
Oh,
Jimmy? Yeah, Jimmy. We forget we're recording things for other people, don't we?
We do, but that was great. And I would not want anything different to have happened.
No.
Wow. I thought I was crossing my eyes.
I mean, you were technically.
You were making them
You
look.
were doing the same thing we would do to cross our eyes.
Did you really think?
But mine are so far out that it just brings them to the center.
We don't have to talk about this if you don't want to. But when you just crossed your eyes just now, did you see blurry?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because when I do this, I see blurry. Like all the images get all mixed up.
Wow. So that's pretty mysterious, huh?
That's pretty mysterious. It is actually pretty mysterious.
I kind of want to print this out. Just have it around. It's very weird. I don't like you looking directly at me. I wanted you looking kind of
look like Jack Quaid.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This changes your whole. I don't know if I like this person.
He definitely looks like a meaner version.
Yeah,
of
you'd
you,
bully
but
us.
Yeah.
You'd be like, you got a
He's
hole.
the kind of person who would find someone with holes in their ears and bully the hell out of
The
them.
thing is that I am mean, but because my eyes are a little wonky, it just comes off as, as whimsical.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you had an evil doppelganger a la the movie Us, that would be the tell.
Oh,
On them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Looking
To be
slightly
real
forward.
easy. It's him.
So, yeah, we found him.
The tethered one can see 3D movies.
Have you ever grown out, like, I know you've grown out facial hair, but have you ever grown like a mustache, like an actual?
No, because I just don't have the willpower to keep it up with the shaving.
I had the mustache for a little while and it wasn't too bad. I would love to get you with the mustache with crossed eyes and get a picture of that, because I feel like we could post that all over the city with like a "Have you seen this man?"
Wanted.
Careful around this person. Zach's the most mysterious one here.
Thank you.
Welcome to Answer For It. This is a comedy podcast disguised as a trivia podcast. I'm your host, Elyse Willems, and I am joined by James Willems.
Hello, mysterious.
You didn't say that mysteriously at all.
I'm mysterious.
Thank you. AJ LoCascio.
Not so mysterious. Now that I've drawn Zach with a mustache.
Whoa, let's we look.
The cat's out of the bag.
Cool.
Zach with a mustache.
That's cool.
All these visual
but
gags.
you wish you paid for
Actually-
Patreon so you could get those video first.
You look like Carrie Elwes with a little mustache and your
Yeah.
eyes
You
crossed.
do, actually.
We're finding a whole new look for you. Wow.
Oh, fake
Wow.
mustache for the wedding?
And Zach Anner.
Zach Anner.
Hello.
I thought more was coming out of that. You took it such a deep breath.
We already covered so much.
Hello.
It's been a very Zach heavy start to this episode. Let's move on, shall
Yeah. Okay. In the movie Independence Day,
we? Yes.
during his drunk rant, Jeff Goldblum's character trips and falls over a waste bin, knocking it over and revealing the bottom of the bin to the camera. What is written on the bottom of the bin? So it's like a little garbage
Wow.
pail, little garbage
Mhm.
bin that he knocks over, and then you can clearly see, if you were to freeze frame the movie, the bottom of the bin, there's something written on it.
Is this something that someone put in there, or is just like it says Glad? Like the garbage.
No,
It's
I
not a-
assume
no,
it's
it's not
like
a
a funny
brand.
little Easter egg as opposed to
Yeah.
just the branding.
That'd be funny if it was just the branding and this was a question. What does it say? Glad made.
What could it would be? Some sort of inside joke about aliens?
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh.
something from E.T. Maybe an
Oh.
E.T. quote.
Some Reese's Pieces right at the...
Just glued to the bottom.
Sticky little
Yeah.
Reese's Pieces.
Yeah.
Oh, but what can we do?
It says poop. Just says poop. Because we know that, was it Roland Emmerich who directed that? I don't remember.
Mhm.
Loves the word poop. He just puts it everywhere. The Easter eggs all over his movies. You know, his movies like 2012 and the other one, Rolling.
He mostly does disaster films. Did he do 65,000 BC or whatever?
Well, he did Independence Day Resurgence, which I completely forgot existed.
It does
Yes, I
exist.
also
I didn't-
forgot that existed.
I didn't forget it existed because I went to the Denny's while the Independence Day Resurgence meal thing was happening, and I think
Oh.
I got a pancake that was
There
Head
was
Sparkles.
there was a Denny's tie-in.
I think so. I think it was Denny's.
Did the pancake come above a little White House?
No, it just had it had sparkles in it.
Oh.
It was more of a. It could have literally been any sort of 4th of July celebratory thing,
It was a
but
4th of July. That makes more sense than just like
Yeah.
alien destruction.
no, it was mostly patriotic themed foods. But that's the only reason I remember that movie exists is because I ate it.
He also did Moonfall, Godzilla 98, Stargate, The
Oh.
Patriot, White House Down, 10,000 BC, Universal Soldier,
10,000 BC.
Moon 44, Joey, Eight-Legged Freaks.
Joey. Wait, the show Joey?
No,
Oh, the Friends spin-off?
no, he
did
didn't do that. He didn't do that. But what if he did?
What if he did?
He's the king of forgettable blockbusters.
Hold on. Godzilla 98.
You forgot.
Very memorable.
AJ, you forgot.
If you remember who I am, right? I talk about this movie at least once a week.
You do, but it's not.
I almost referenced it earlier because I was going to mention Patrick Doutopoulos, the guy who did all the special effects for that, is who they named the main character, Matthew Broderick. They used his last name for the main character because it's a fun last name.
Would have been a great trivia question.
No.
What do we think about Eight-Legged Freaks?
I never saw it because I was
That's
scared of
with,
spiders.
David Arquette.
Scarlett Johansson's in it, right?
I've never seen it, but I like spiders.
Doesn't most of it take place inside of a mall?
Is it boring?
I don't think it's boring. It's kind of in the same. Remember, what was it? Evolution.
Yeah.
Wasn't that a movie with David Duchovny?
Huh.
You're like, it's the guy from Make 7 Up Yours and David Duchovny.
That has smiley face in its logo, right?
Yeah, and a smiley face and that was like weird in its logo. Yeah. That movie. There's also Paul.
Is Julianne Moore in Evolution, or am I misremembering that?
She has to be. No, she has to be in that movie. She's perfect for it. There's a lot of movies that came out around that time period that had a big marketing push. Kind of came out.
Wow.
And we were like, oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
It's fine.
That was one of those. Evolution.
Well, I would like to know, with like 8-legged freaks and arachnophobia. I have no real recollection of either of those films. But should we have a spider movie viewing?
We watched Arachnophobia 1 or 2 years ago. I would watch it again. I really liked it.
Long 1 or 2 years?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I really enjoyed it.
It's fun.
I'd watch it.
It's tonally weird.
Didn't realize 8-legged freaks and arachnophobia weren't the same movie.
No, one's from like the 2000s with David Arquette, and the other one's from the 90s with Jeff Daniels.
I feel like that, though, both those movies were ostracizing so many people, because I think most of the human population doesn't like spiders.
Yeah.
And you're immediately like, you don't like spiders. It's not, there's a difference between like a horror film where you're like, this might be spooky, but we don't know what, versus like straight up the thing you are scared of.
Yeah, I agree.
Those are rough movies. Hey, what's at the bottom of the trash can?
I just had one more spider thing.
Go ahead, please.
I just feel like, off of what AJ was just saying, that we need some good spider PR. We need a spider movie where the spider is the hero, not Spider-Man, because we know not an actual spider.
We don't know then. We've never seen him without his mask.
A friendly spider movie would be where I think it would do gangbusters.
Charlotte's Web.
Maybe a sequel, another sequel to The Fly.
The spider.
There's a fly man, a la Jeff Goldblum, who becomes a evil like supervillain, and then who's the Captain America that we agreed to face off against
Captain
him? But
Spider?
Spider-Man. Wait, Spider-Man already did all the good PR.
That's what he just
That's
said.
what he just said.
He just said that.
He's
Not Spider-Man.
Spider. I was saying we needed.
But sometimes he has the. And he got bit by a spider.
No, I know, but that would not.
Were you not listening to anything Zach said?
Basically fornicating with a spider.
Hold on. What?
This is where I learned that Elyse doesn't listen to what I say.
Yeah, I think that's where we found that out.
Does it say phone home on the bottom of the?
No, it doesn't.
That's all I had. I spent this whole time while you guys were doing whatever thinking.
You just did the Mambo number 5 noise.
Does it?
Mambo number 5.
Does it say trash of the president? Is he in the White House?
President trash.
President.
Yeah, President trash.
Are they in the White House or are they in that weird like laboratory?
I don't know.
This is Will Smith knocks it over. I don't know if
Goldblum.
Goldblum. Oh, then maybe it's White House. Something about Jurassic Park. Something.
It just says made you look.
It's got to be made you look is pretty good too.
It's Jeff Goldblum.
Was that Jeff
Was
Goldblum?
that Jeff Goldblum?
Or the
know.
penguin?
For going.
The penguin's last noises before he died.
What Elyse is referencing is the YTMND Jeff Goldblum page where it was just him going. It was just
Yeah, I wasn't trying to do a genuine Jeff Goldblum impression.
I did a video game where there was a special mode where it was only Jeff Goldblum's and only Jeff Goldblum noises. It was called 30 Flights 11.
Oh, I remember
And I did
that
all
game.
the voices of the Jeff Goldblums. So I hadn't done a Jeff Goldblum impression prior to that. They're like, you could do a Jeff Goldblum impression? I was like, I don't know, give me a day. And so that entire game is just all Goldblum noises. It's very fun. That's
Everybody has a Jeff Goldblum.
Now they do. Not back then in 2009 or whatever.
what does it say?
What's it say? We got nothing. There's nothing for us to work with here.
I had several guesses.
Art department.
No,
They had art department written on the bottom in marker and they forgot to cover it.
Oh,
That's almost that's like Glad.
Art department fucked up.
Yeah, it's as bad as what I said.
I don't know. Somehow that answer made me
I knew.
sad.
Yeah, because when I like start thinking about more clever things,
But that's the thing though, is you had some bangers.
Did
you
we?
said phone home. We had talked
Good one.
about Spider-Man.
Well, you both separately talked about Spider-Man.
Hey, how about another question for my guys?
Oh, thank you. We hungry. We hungry for your questions.
In 1984, the then 22-year-old John Schnatter, the John behind Papa John's Pizza, sold one of his prized possessions to pay for his first pizza oven. What did Papa John sell? 22 years old. I think his dad had a restaurant and he was like, we should be making oven-fired pizzas. I see a business model here. I'm going to sell this thing that I love to pay for this oven. What did he sell?
His plantation.
Oh.
Wow.
Wasn't Papa John? Is this a different guy that turned out to be super racist?
It's a different Papa John than the Papa John we know from the pizza? Is that what you're saying? And there's different people.
Well, because there's the current one.
It is the racist Papa John.
Is Papa John
it's
racist?
The racist Papa John.
Is he racist? What did he do?
Racist things. I don't remember what it is, but I know that people were just like, he sucks.
Oh,
very racist.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, I apologize for this question. He is very racist.
Yeah. Is that the same guy?
Yeah, it's that guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, AJ, it's that guy. And now I look like a total piece of shit.
Platforming a racist.
He doesn't work for the
this
company
question.
anymore. They fired him, I think.
Yeah.
They did?
Yeah, and then he came. I think we've talked about this on the
I think
podcast.
early on we might have talked about it. Yeah.
Because it was one of my favorite videos where he says, I've eaten 52 pizzas in the last 30 days.
That's how we should punish all racists.
It's not the same pizza. I've eaten. And he just looks so sweaty. And he's not they really cleaned him up for the commercials back in the day where, and it's not his like voice. But
wait, what is he dubbed?
Look up the pizza. Look up him saying he's eaten so many pizzas in the last 30 days. And then look up the 1990s commercials with Papa John's. You tell me that guy's not dubbed.
This one video called Papa John is not okay. All right,
Can we insert a clip of this into the show?
I've had over 40 pizzas in the last 30 days. Living currently in Mark Shapiro should be in jail. He has no pizza experience. He's never been in the pizza category. I would just say,
the Dark Knight song.
Stay tuned. The day of reckoning will come. The record will be straight.
Why not set the record straight now? I mean, what is it about the record that's...
I've had over 40 pizzas in the last 30 days. Stay tuned.
Real quick. 40 and 30 is less dramatic than 50 and 30.
He looks like the evil brother of Bob's Big Boy.
Look at the commercials.
No, yeah.
And it's not the same voice.
Yeah. That's a lot of cigarettes and whiskey.
And pizza.
And I guess pizza.
I've eaten over 40 pizzas in the last.
Here's an old commercial.
Pizza Hut dares anyone to find a better pizza.
That's not him.
Oh, really? Papa John just couldn't resist the challenge. He commissioned independent taste tests. Papa John's won big time. Maybe that's because our sauce is made with fresh packed, fine ripened tomatoes. Pizza Hut uses...
Where's Papa John?
That's not him.
Anybody can claim to make a better pizza, but it's you, the consumer, who've decided better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John.
Yeah,
this is also a 4x3 video, so it's at least 20 years old.
It's a different voice.
How do you go from...
How do you go from this?
Yeah.
I believe that
I've
hate
eaten 40 pizzas in the last 30
eats you
days.
from the inside out.
Record is coming.
Also, eating 40 pizzas in a month will also age you rapidly over the course of 20 years. Smoking, hatred, and 40 pizzas. Was it a month? How many? 30 days?
Or something, or 50.
Well, yeah,
the
less
number
than a month.
changed. The number changed too.
He doesn't say if they were consecutive days.
True. Yeah.
That's even worse.
How
I had to catch up. I ate 10 yesterday.
Last 30 days, you don't think I mean the last 30 consecutive days?
He didn't say it. It could have been just days here and there.
Do you think he eats pizza other places? Like, for example, he's out with his wife or whoever, and he's traveling, and there's a nice restaurant.
Yes, absolutely. Because Papa John's isn't that good. Of course he does.
That's how he rationalizes it.
Well, now he probably hates Papa John's.
But I would, if he was at a Pizza Hut buffet, then you'd be like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I guess so. I remember when Papa John's came onto the scene, and it was just kind of what's their deal? They go, sometimes they put the toppings underneath the cheese.
Yeah.
That's the only difference.
Can I ask you guys, if you were a Papa AJ, Papa James, Papa Zach, what would your
Specialty.
specialty be? It doesn't not food necessarily. What would you be the papa of?
I feel like you can only be a papa of so many things, like hip hop or pizza.
No, I'd be the king, the papa of corn. I'd be Papa Corn, and I just make the best popcorn you've ever had. But I'd be sweaty all the time and greasy like Papa John was. But this popcorn is full of my love. My family for 100 years has been invented
Why
popcorn.
popcorn?
Because I'm Papa Corn.
But you don't even like popcorn.
Yeah, but that goes in the
No,
name.
it has to be something to do
It
with
has
you.
to be something you love.
Like you'd be the papa of
Popcorn.
resin.
Resin?
Papa resin. Yeah.
No one wants to hang out with Papa Resin.
Do you think people want to hang out with Papa John?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Mine's easy. Papa Pump.
Papa pump.
Oh,
Big Papa Pump.
I
It's
don't
already
want-
taken.
I'd be Papa Cream.
Okay.
I like that. Don't tell us what it is for.
This is actually, have you seen those videos? I was describing these to you guys the other day, like cursed ice cream videos. Papa Cream is a character in these videos. There's Baby Cream
Really?
and Papa Cream are these two, like, you are wandering in the woods and you stumble upon Baby Cream. And it's like this cursed PlayStation 1 face.
Oh, yeah.
I've sent them
I
to
saw
you.
you
Yeah,
watching
so
it.
I'd be that.
You'd be Papa Cream. Okay.
I'd be Papa Needles
Papa Needles.
Needles.
because I've been really into sewing recently.
You'd be Papa Pimple.
I would be. Have I ever told? I know for sure I have not told Zach this story. I don't know if I've told it to you, AJ, about when we were working at Funhouse and we were in this big studio space where at the time Full Screen was also there. And so there were other podcasts and shows that had dedicated space and would be filming in that studio as well. And Dr. Pimple Popper, she, I think, do you remember, James? Like, has she come in to film a show there?
That's something like
She
that.
wasn't, I don't think she was there week to week. But
I'd be so upset if Dr. Pimple Popper showed up to any building I was in. I'd be like, wait, is something going to go down?
Well, we were in our tiny little office space that was cordoned off from the rest of this, where a lot of money was being spent to build these sets. And then all of a sudden, some guy that we don't know, who's a producer on one of these, he bursts into our studio, our little office space, and he's like, "Does anybody have anything that they want Dr. Pimple Popper to pop?" And I was just beside myself.
You're like, how am I going to choose?
That any other time, I am this gross, tubular, bubbling, disgusting.
You didn't have
Tubular?
anything to offer?
I had
You mean like a tuber?
Clear
No, what did
skin?
I'm not, tubular.
You're tubular,
my
yeah.
tubers, yes.
Like
I guess you would be tubular if you had lots of
yeah, you'd be
tubers.
pretty rad. Yeah.
Yeah. But I didn't have a single thing for this woman to pop. And I
Wow.
was so,
This is making me sick
Could
to
you
my stomach.
imagine, though, every time she goes out on the street, people are like, "Hey, can you pop this?"
Hey,
Instead of like take a selfie. And so that makes me really grateful.
yeah.
that
Holding up a picture of Papa
We're
Cream.
not known for popping pimples.
It's like how people want James to look at their muscles.
no
Hey,
one
can
does.
you check out my muscles?
It's different
I
though.
would.
Like,
No one ever asked me.
a doctor though, like people go, "Oh, it's annoying." People go, "Oh, does this look infected?" But like Dr. Pimple Popper, you want them to go through the whole motion. And
Yeah.
I don't. This is making me sick.
But then you're getting it done by the best. The best. You know?
What did Papa John sell
Oh,
to buy his pizza oven?
Well, I said mine already.
It's probably a lasagna tray.
You might want to come up with another one.
Well, because are we saying it's wrong or another question?
What are you talking? You're saying another question?
No.
'Cause we've already talked about Papa John for 45 minutes now.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, that the plantation answer
Oh, yeah.
is not. You may want to.
You're going to want to nix that.
You
and
may
then-
want to think about that.
Why would? But
Why?
aren't we
did
saying
a whole thing about how he was a piece of garbage,
Oh, I
guess-
and he may give him a piece
yeah.
of garbage
I don't
answer.
understand.
Well, I will say AJ's calling him out.
He's calling
Yeah, it was a call out.
It was a
Yeah.
call out, not a.
Okay. Well,
okay.
All right,
there you
that'll
go.
come. I'll come up with another answer.
Okay.
What would Papa John own that would be so valuable in his 20s? A poor Papa John. His collection of different greases, all his vats of grease.
His grease museum.
Yeah, which he has now become, as we saw in that video. You know how you save all your consumables in a video game? You're like, I'm not going to use these yet. He said that with his grease collection, but once he went downhill and he got rid of Papa John, he's like, screw it, I'm using all the grease. I'm going to consume all the grease and rub my body in all this grease. I just ate 32 pizzas in the last 24 hours. There.
He sold
Yeah.
a singing voice, is what he sold.
Oh, like to a witch?
to a
Yeah,
witch.
to a witch.
Yeah.
And that's why his voice is
Like
bad
Ariel?
now because
Yeah.
she came to collect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was an Ursula situation.
Mhm.
Sea
Yeah.
Witch took his voice
Yeah.
and but he said, you can make pizza now.
Actually, it makes sense. Maybe he had a nice, disgusting, gravelly voice, and then he sold that voice, and then it gave him a beautiful voice. But when he left Papa John's, the curse was broken, and he got his original voice back.
Maybe he just got a lot of pepperoni stuck in his throat.
As somebody who has acid reflux, it does mess with your voice.
That's
Yeah.
And especially when I eat,
Cigarette
a
butts.
lot of pepperoni.
42 pizzas.
Yeah.
And I love pepperoni.
What do you think he
You went
he
somewhere when you
sold?
said that.
Or
I love
I
pepperoni.
think he sold his organic farm.
he said it's only going to be formaldehyde
Yeah.
dough from here on out.
Yeah.
Did anyone say soul?
I guess I feel like the singing voice is
Is
sort of in
soul?
line.
Okay. I think they're slightly different.
He was a soprano in the choir before.
Tony Soprano.
He sold his old Camaro, his 1971 Chevrolet Camaro.
I was going to say something like that.
Z28, but he sold it for $1,600 in 1984 and he got it back in 2009 for $250,000. So no harm, no foul.
Z28.
So
What did I
Z28,
say?
at least.
What did I say?
You said Z28.
Oh, Z28 would be how you,
So
a car buff would say it.
here's another reason to hate Papa John. The thing that he had to sell was a nice car that he already had
That's
at
true.
22.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Because this is 1971.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a classic car.
He sold it in 84, so
Yeah.
it's a 13-year-old car.
So I guess I drove a 1991 Chevy Camaro in like the early 2000s. So
You're Papa John.
You're the Papa
I'm
John.
basically
Yeah.
Papa John.
Papa Jim.
And you
Except-
were able to buy that back last year for $50.
I honestly, if I had the money, I would for sure buy a classic 91 or 92 Camaro again and then put money into making it actually drivable. But I'm pretty sure I sold it for $0 and it was just, can someone take this broken car away? So
$1,600?
Take this broken car and learn to drive again. Learn to drive so far.
can I tell you the story
Yeah.
of my Chevy Camaro, which was broken down in our driveway? And I didn't know what to do. I couldn't get rid of it. And eventually, I think I just put up an ad somewhere and said, if someone wants to come take this, they can. And they took it. They had the ability to like kind of tow it out of the driveway into the street. They popped the hood and within 5 minutes had it running. Thanks for the car. And they drove off.
Oh, man.
Did you not think maybe I should have someone take a look at this?
I did. I had a mechanic that I could afford at the time look at it. And he told me there was nothing that I could really do, or it would cost a lot of money to do it. I still think the car was in really bad shape. I was constantly wrestling with issues, but it was comedically,
Yeah.
it was really funny.
Was it the mechanic
that's
you saw, but wearing a
heartbreaking.
mustache?
Maybe. Yeah. He sent his cousin.
There's no way it could be fixed.
Yeah.
AJ, ask us your question.
Okay.
You went cross-eyed.
Well, I
Why
wanted
do you
to.
seem exasperated?
I wanted to
phone
show
is
you
heavy.
Papa Cream.
Forget it.
Here's Papa Cream.
We don't need to see Papa.
That's what
Cream.
Papa Cream looks like.
no,
That's what
forget
Papa
it.
Cream looks like.
Forget
Oh
it.
no!
Never mind. Zach, ask us your question.
Oh, okay.
In 1966, in the famous comic strip Peanuts,
Never heard
what
of it.
devastating thing happened in the comic strip?
Snoopy
Got married to what?
To what?
So what?
Well, here's it's actually two. The problem is that I had a really good question that I found out was not true.
I had that same thing too.
Wait,
when
what?
Elyse was like, find a question, I was like, oh, this looks really, really good. And then I sat on it for a little bit. And then I went, you know what? I'm going to try and find a couple extra sources and quickly realized completely wrong.
Yeah.
So I understand.
Yeah. I was just talking about this yesterday with the whole Andrew Jackson Bell Witch thing. Remember?
Yeah.
How people now take that as
Andrew
Confirmed
Jackson
history.
Bell Witch.
it's a
Don't
whole
worry about
thing,
it.
but it's
We're
not
not getting
true.
into it.
Okay.
It's a whole thing.
So-
This is 1966
Yeah.
What happened
And
to
then I'll tell you what happened afterwards.
was
The fallout
this
from
is in
it.
the This is in the Phoenix comic strip.
Phoenix? We saw Charlie Brown's Peanuts.
Yeah, in
is
the
in
comic strip.
This is in Phoenix.
Something devastating happened.
Devastating.
This is in
he-
Phoenix.
Yeah, in Phoenix.
I had
with Charlie Borf and
Charlie Borf.
Charlie Borf and
Charlie Borf.
He got a new haircut.
Lixie and
Snoppy.
Woodstock.
Woodsock. Woodstrap.
Spearmint Spatty.
I actually was gonna say Franklin was introduced, but you said it was devastating, which made me rethink my answer. Because I was like, around that time, well, I remember there was an uproar when Franklin was introduced.
Was there?
Well, Franklin was introduced because of somebody who loved Peanuts wrote and said, "Why don't you have any black characters?"
Yeah.
And then Charles Schulz, he was like, "You're right."
If I remember correctly, I mean, I guess you could just always bet against this, as people were like, "What the hell?"
We're dealing with that right now.
Papa John was like,
Papa John wrote in, a young Papa John.
Charlie Brown kicked the football, and or Lucy had to raise the price of therapy to keep up with inflation.
"Oh my gosh,
Devastating.
10 cents?"
Well, you said devastating, which completely re-altered my brain chemistry.
I guess my thinking is some real world event they incorporated into the comics because they felt like this is so socially important. We need to
Charlie Brown
said, I need to make a commentary on it.
Enlisted.
He was enlisted.
He was drafted.
Yeah.
At 8, 9, however old Charlie Brown
he tried
is.
to say that he was flat foot bald, but they wouldn't believe it.
Let's go to Korea, Charlie Brown.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
It's crazy that back in the day that was something we would never today be like have a modern cartoon address war. Like the way Warner Brothers and Disney, there were so many war cartoons and like we have to fight fascism. Like we would never do that now. But I could totally see a Charlie Brown thing where it's like, hey, let's take a second to talk about this. But again, you said devastating. So I'm going to say Woodstock died of natural causes.
Yeah, just woke up and then, he's not moving.
Scooby found him.
Oh no, that's horrible.
God. James, any thoughts?
Well, I said the cost of inflation.
Any more thoughts? We're struggling.
You need more funny answers?
More funny thoughts?
Yeah. Did Charlie Brown sell his Camaro Z?
For 60.
So I'll tell you, Snoopy's house burned down.
Oh my God.
It was arson.
Woodstock inside.
And this was based on something that happened in Charles M. Schulz's studio. There was a studio fire, so he incorporated his own personal tragedy.
Oh,
he did the thumb
as it's burning.
And there are several comic strips where Snoopy is just dealing with the loss of his home.
Oh no!
Or maybe he was like so bitter about it that when he was drawing it, he was like, "Well, if my house burnt down, Snoopy's house is going to burn down."
You took everything.
Him. Yeah, you took everything from him.
Can I tell you the story? The way that we got to this question is because I went to the Peanuts Museum in Santa Rosa, and it was so incredible, and we loved it. And I was like, "There's got to be some out of pocket Peanuts trivia."
Well, that was a great question. Thank you, Zach.
Was it really?
Yeah, I enjoyed that a lot.
Okay.
I don't remember the answer. Oh, burn down Snoopy's house. Yeah, that's terrible. What a vindictive thing to do.
This next question is Ain't No Slang, a game on the show where I pull a term from urbandictionary.com and you have to guess what this slang is in reference to or means. So, what is a finger princess?
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I know what this is.
You would, you dog, you.
You slime.
Finger princess is somebody that just has to have all her lotions and creams and then got to do a manicure every week. So I would be a finger princess.
Is that why you're always so soft?
You get a manicure every single week?
No. But I'd like to.
Carly, your wife, has beautiful nails. She always has beautiful
nails. She always
nails.
does.
How do you notice someone's... Oh, I guess because women have painted nails. But like just to notice a naked bare nail, I don't think would ever cross my mind to be like, look at them nails.
You would if you did the French manicure, because that's when they polish them and they're all shiny.
But there's something to draw your eye. So I guess that makes sense. But just to notice that someone has beautiful nails. Like I always hear women going, wow, look at their beautiful hair. And I look at the person's hair and go, that's hair. But like nails, you have to really hone in to if they're just a naked nail.
They say, look at the beautiful hair, and you look at it and you go, that's hair.
Yeah.
And you don't.
Elyse is always commenting on how nice people's hair is. And I just go, yep, that looks like hair to me. I don't have the eye for hair in the same way that apparently I don't have the eye for nail.
Yeah. I've heard this from a lot of straight men too, where they're like, they're not into manicured nails. They're like, I don't care. It's not a thing that I look at in a woman and I think, oh, wow, this is an attractive, like they're like, oh, this is nice, but it's not the thing that draws them to a particular woman.
Well,
not even a little bit.
Women can do things just for themselves.
For themselves. No, I'm just saying to corroborate what he's saying about how he doesn't notice this stuff.
If they're painted really, I mean, there's been many times where I've noticed someone's nails are painted like candy corn or something, and I go, whoa, that's cool.
No, and I think most women are doing it for themselves, like you're saying. Like, it's you,
but I would just say nice. I don't notice nails.
I tend to only really notice if it feels like the nails are an inconvenience to them navigating their everyday life. Like, which is, again, it doesn't, if you're totally fine with it, but sometimes you see people with really long nails or whatever, and they're like,
typing on a keyboard.
They have to do that weird. Most people seem like they figured out how to do it, even with the long nails. But I can still see how they have to adjust their fingers differently to make it work. And I go, that seems like harder for you. But if you're happy,
how do you perform a self enema?
Oh,
well, you put the tube up there.
Yeah.
How are you performing yourself?
It's called the vortex setting, and it should be on most of our bidets.
No, we don't have it.
Vortex setting?
We don't have the vortex setting.
Wait, hold on. Does your bidet also have secondary enema? Like, does it have
it used to just be called
Turbo
Enema.
Oh. Well, you used to have one that was called Turbo.
It was called Turbo, but on the very first one I got, it was just called Enema.
They legally can't call it enema anymore.
Yeah.
Oh.
This town needs an enema. That's how I learned what enema meant.
Oh, did your parents then explain it to you?
Yeah.
It's like my parents explaining to me at Hocus Pocus what a virgin was. And they were like, it's someone who hasn't been kissed, honey. And I was like, well, I will take that into my teens.
Young adulthood.
Yeah.
What is a finger princess?
Finger princess it could be anyone, despite the gendered naming, but it's anyone who uses their elbow to hit the crosswalk button. Or to get out of a public restroom.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
That's me. That's me. I do knuckles only.
Yeah, I do my crosswalk. I do like the back of my hand or something.
Yeah. That's maybe even been too close for a finger princess.
Yeah.
They want it as far away from the digits as possible.
I'll give it a good kick.
Yeah.
From a distance. You see me come running, I do a flying roundhouse kick into every light button. It's funny, right before the second time you asked that was going to be my answer. Oh. And now I have nothing.
Great.
A finger princess is a mate for the finger prince.
The little fingerprints is the size of a finger, or?
It is a hand. It's the other hand. It's like, hello, I'm the finger prince.
Hello, I'm the finger princess.
Is it a play on words?
That's what he's doing. Fingerprints, finger princess.
Fingerprints, finger princess.
Oh, but you're thinking like the fingerprint pattern on your finger.
That's what you're
Isn't that what you were talking about?
No,
I wasn't that clever.
I was like, that's really clever.
No. I'm an idiot. I walked into a pun.
Oh,
I literally was just thinking fingerprints.
Yeah.
Finger princess. And then you heard me be more clever than I actually am.
Okay.
He was doing finger puppets.
I was doing just finger, just pure on the nose finger puppets.
We were yes-anding, but we didn't know we were.
There's no way that the right answer isn't related to this play on words, though, right? That'd be crazy.
That'd be nuts.
Well, what would it mean if it was a play on that?
Fingerprints, finger princess would just be, fingerprints are usually in black ink. Is it if you use pink ink? Pink ink for the finger princess?
Yeah.
Okay. What are the fraternal twins? If you are like you have your twins, but you have a boy and a girl that are twins, and they have the same fingerprints, and the girl is the finger princess.
That might be one of the stupid.
You know how when you go and get your fingerprints done, and they have like a really heavy-handed police officer shove your fingers really hard? Mm-hmm. You are the fingerprints, and their fingers are the finger princess that are pressing your hands into it.
Ooh.
Is it the negative space?
It's everywhere. There is not a fingerprint.
And then the opposite, the negative space, is the princess. Please tell us before we get further down the rabbit hole.
And it's going to be, I'll tell you, there's an exchange that explains it. So the answer is someone who doesn't look up things on their own, but always asks other people about things. So, for example, if I said to you, we're going to watch the new Top Gun movie, And you said, what is that? And then I said, oh, you are such a finger princess, because the finger princess does not deign to pick up their cell phone and use their fingers to type in and figure out what something is for themselves. I think your answers are all better than this.
I also think that's a bad example. Because if someone says, we're going to watch Top Gun, and someone goes, what is that? That's a perfectly justifiable question to ask the person who suggested watching the movie.
Okay, like for example,
what's the runtime?
Conversation we had, James, what time does this restaurant close at? And then I don't look it up, but I'm asking
neither of us have any sort of, stake.
Eric will always say, what's the weather?
Than the example they gave.
Yeah, sorry. Eric will always say, what's the weather? And she'll be on her phone, and I'm like, I don't have my phone. You can look that up.
She's a finger princess.
But except she's on her phone.
She's on her phone. There's usually just like, do you know what the weather is? And I'm like, well, I'm going to do the same thing you're going to do, which is, hey, what's the weather?
You guys had a lot better and interesting answers.
I like what you said specifically about the not touching things. Because, I know I'm going to go eat a tasty sandwich. I'm not going to be able to wash my hands between now and the sandwich. So I spend the whole day finger princessing, not touching everything.
Yep.
Once he eats the sandwich, he curly sues.
Oh,
If you ever go out to eat with AJ, this is for anyone listening. AJ curly sues after every meal.
What does that mean?
No,
it's when he licks every single fingertip.
God, no, we know I
Come
don't.
on, guys, curly
we
sues.
know I
It's
don't.
the only notable scene from the whole movie.
I've never sucked my fingers once in the history of anything.
Never his own.
I watched
No.
that movie is all about doing the cards, doing the shuffling of the cards, right?
Yeah, she's good with her hands, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A real finger princess.
But all I remember is that it was always her. She takes a bite of pizza or whatever, and then she... all of them.
All of them.
Every single one.
I hate finger
all
sucking.
10.
We have one more question from one of our patrons, Lucas Bennett.
Yay.
Nice. Lucas wants to know, lapping, convincer, and thumper are terms used by which profession? Lapping, convincer, and thumper. These three terms are used in a particular profession.
Lapping?
Gynecology.
Lapping, convincer, and there is some convincing.
And thumping? Oh, they're all violent.
Yeah. It's a very violent medical field.
Yeah.
Very violent discipline to be on the receiving end of.
Well, lapping makes me think of like how a dog will lap up food. They're licking up the food, or just doing a bunch of running in a circle, which is hopefully what that gynecologist is doing. It's just like, watch me lap.
It's not.
It's something that is more related to the arts.
Is it a conductor? Are they different? You know, because we just see blah, 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 blah. And everyone goes, what is the conductor even doing? But they probably have names for all those things that they do. When they do this is the convincing, when they raise their hand up to bring the thing. And then when they strike them both down, that's that. And then we're going to repeat the last section. It all makes perfect sense. It's got to be conducting.
James, with the baton of the conductor, you're getting closer to it.
Because the answer is conductor.
I thought you meant train conductor, and it took me a minute to get on board to that answer. Blacksmith.
Oh, blacksmith sounds good.
Because convincing sounds like you're convincing metal to meat in some way.
And you thump it together.
You're thumping the irons
you lap
together.
it up, you lick it up with your tongue.
Licking up all that water, that heated water that you use, how they dip the sword to quench it, and then they go, that delicious water.
It's a magician.
Zach didn't even get the answer.
Sorry, Zach. It's a magician.
Okay.
Okay.
So, lapping is when a magician kind of like secretly disposes of items into their lap.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
Convincer is like an action that you do where you just try to convince the audience that like a deceptive condition is fair and normal. So like what they're doing, you know, you're trying to convince them that everything is as it should be when it really isn't. A thumper is a hidden device that vibrates to give the magician offstage information. Like, for example, if you were playing chess and you had a butt plug that vibrated.
Anal beads. You keep saying butt plug.
Sorry, pardon me.
Butt plug, but
This is why I feel like when I meet someone who is a magician, I'm unsettled by them. They're operating on a different wavelength.
They're deceiving you.
They're deceiving you constantly. They're dropping things in their lap. They're trying to convince you a normal situation or an unnormal situation is normal. And they've got people telling them stuff off stage. How do I know this isn't going on in a conversation?
it wouldn't be such a big deal.
But it's also, this is always the same person. The magician is doing all these things, or is it separate roles?
It's a magician.
It's one guy, one magician.
All the different
Is a
techniques.
thumper, a convincer, and a lapper?
Well, no, they're moves.
they're
They're
moves,
like
yeah.
things that they will do during a performance. I agree with AJ about magicians because the first thing a magician ever does is tell you that they're a magician. If you've ever met a magician, they always go, by the way, I do magic. And then they're doing magic all night. You ever been to a party with a magician? They're always doing magic stuff and sleight of hand.
Yeah, they love to do that.
Anytime
They can't just be normal and turn it off.
tells me they're a magician, it cuts to them, that cuts back to me, and I'm a skeleton covered in cobwebs. I am just done.
We've
It made
hated
your
on
skin
magicians
disappear.
a lot on this show.
I like magic.
I do too.
I'm always wowed by it. I'm always like, that's stupid. And then by the end, I'm every meme where I'm like ripping my hair. Oh, this is the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
You know what? It's exciting that people are out there trying to make us feel like the world is full of wonders that cannot be explained.
They're not doing it for that, though. They're doing it to make themselves feel superior. That's my take.
I'm going to say that Piggy of the podcast this week goes to James for
Why'd
giving
you
a better
look at me?
definition to finger princess.
Oh,
Wait a
nice.
minute, my thing with the twins.
Remember my
And-
clever pun, finger prince,
You
finger
didn't know it,
princess?
though. You didn't
Remember how
understand
clever
it.
that pun was that I made that
You
Zach
didn't
pointed
know it was a
out?
pun.
That I didn't know was a pun.
No, you didn't know. Marked on Jeffrey's People's PC Award goes to Zach for his fingerprints definition. of
That was
twins.
pretty great.
Thank you to our splendid daddies who support the show: BBC Basic, Jesus Christ, Doomfeather, Adam R. Savage, Tina Narvaez Jr., Uncle Marcus, and Evan M. And thank you and shout out to Mike Admirer, Person Down Under.
Person down under.
I have a question because it used to be Jesus Christ pseudonym, and now is it just the actual Jesus that's doing it?
Yeah, I just got tired of saying pseudonym, but I can start saying it again.
Wait, hold on. Is pseudonym part of the name?
Yeah, parentheses, pseudonym.
Oh, well, then you
Not
have to
actually
say.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a parentheses, though.
We don't know. It could be Jesus Christ. And they're trying to cover up. It's like, I'm going to use my real name. Wait, I should put pseudonym so people don't suspect it's me, the actual Jesus.
A very Christ-like thing to do.
Yeah. Don't want to blow up my spot, bro.
We have a live answer for it coming up in Austin, Texas.
July 15th at the 29th Street Ballroom. Tickets are available. I think last episode I was cagey about the guests, except they're all known. So don't worry about that. We're going to have Elyse Willems from the Answer For It podcast on the show. Jessica Vasami, the two of them do a podcast together called 30 Morbid Minutes, which is really great. Blaine Gibson and Barbara Dunkelman, Tales from the Stinky Dragon is a show that they both work on together. And then we're going to have Eric Baddour and Jeff Ramsey from Regulation Podcast. They're all going to be guests. It's going to be a really fun time in Austin, Texas at the 29th Street Ballroom, July 15th. Please come out and see us.
You did that all in one breath. Yeah.
Tickets available in the description.
And if you've got that little tiny hole in the side of your ear, we want to see it.
Yeah, we want
Bring
to
it.
see it.
Bring your hole.
What do you keep in it?
We won't make fun of it.
What's
Wink,
in
wink.
my hole?
What?
Oh, no, I don't like that.
No, I don't like that either.
All right, see you later.
Bye.
Later.
Answer For It is an Airwave Media podcast.